It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they go play action. Daniels on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 88 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Second down and 4.
Complete to number 25. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Up the middle they go. Barrow, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Packers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And they scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
To the air goes Daniels. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Packers, first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Packers.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. The tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's a gain of 6.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3rd and 3.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
And the Packers first down. A gain of 12.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Now Daniels. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll try the left side. Barrow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barrow. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? 3rd and 9 here. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that one did come in the back.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bengals at 5 and 10 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they're going to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Here's Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop this. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They will toss to Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. He's got Burton here. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by Burton. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Burrow.
At the 31-yard line.
This one complete to Burton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So an illegal block in the back there, that's going to wipe out what turned out to be a really nice play.
And you absolutely love that your wide receivers want to be involved in blocking downfield, but the technique was poor there, and of course, out came the flag.
Complete to Jermaine Burton.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our spin around the NFL starts.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
And he rifles one incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10.
Brings up a third down.
Now Burrow.
10 yards to go.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Isaac to Slaw. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bengals 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 95 catches for him now. On the year, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Barrow on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on 1st down. Barrow 26.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
For the two-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now.
Bengals 14.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Well, another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he stopped immediately there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 1 yard. First down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Off the RPO, he completes it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Packers first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Daniels, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's Burrow. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3.
Burrow looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and a couple. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He was brought down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Packers. Keon Coleman, 54 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Packers
5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. at the 6-yard line.
Now Burrow. Caught on the slant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jermaine Burton from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are back within a score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for... Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. Now he's free at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves. Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. On first down, Barrow down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 4.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Here's first and goal. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have taken a fourth quarter lead. But he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Packers 31.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So the Packers down by 4, just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Barner to tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They juked him. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something